New Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a these ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a in jail I had. I make you cut off the think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie up the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check and took off. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get it fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a popo. Don't do these, they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. When I was down out of so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lie on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan.
I got that check and took off. A lot of these was lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I died. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get funky with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Tryna get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a dub for a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check and took off. A lot of these was lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, he gets it to Berrios. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. First down, he'll drop to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
This will be taken about the 12. And now running right through it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue, line it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Goes underneath here to White. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Night.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Charles Harris, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And an alley to run. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The Patriots send out their punter. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Detroit!
To throw on second down. Carson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Carson. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Antonio Brown. And the Dolphins are in for 6. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Back to throw now on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there. Able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Pats able to cash in for 6. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3-19.
Off the play fake. Carson, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Play action. Carson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carson, flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Operating from the gun. Carson, and he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Derek Rivers coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And some room to work. Ezekiel Elliott's going to take it the distance. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big run that time by Elliott. 47 yards on the ground. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Flex round. Flex round.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Dolphins now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. To throw on 2nd down. Carson dancing to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
4 down. Set. 3-19.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
Looking to throw. Carson on the left side. This is Stills. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. From the gun on 3rd down. Carson, and he finds Stills, complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Carson, and he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Operating from the gun, Carson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Set. 3-19.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carson. And he comes back with one complete. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Muhammad Wilkerson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Gostkowski's kick is good. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Connor. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Now
Looking to throw on second down. Carson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot!
From the gun, Carson going for the deep ball. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Back to throw. Carson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
He's going to get it running right. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hey, hurry up, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Looking to throw. Carson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit now. A one-score game at 20-13. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the three.
And they'll be, happy taking the three. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Back to throw here. Throw to the right, taken in by Barrios. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. On play action, they'll throw. And a dump off to White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, now Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. They juked him, and he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super toe.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Not just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Back to throw. Carson. And this is going to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Pass.
Throwing again. Carson. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, here we go. 39.
Rotating from the gun. Carson. That is caught at the 7. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Charles Harris in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll drop to throw. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The play fake. Carson rolling to his right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Detroit!
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Here's Muhammad. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Off play action. Carson. His throw incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Set! B-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now! B-19! B-19!
From the gun, Carson. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. So the Patriots coming out now. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Flex round!
They're going to look to throw. And this is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. He will push his way down to about the 14. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. New England on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Flex round. Ohio.
He'll drop to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. In for the score. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Carson. He finds an opening past the 40. It's complete. Stills. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Going deep here for Stills. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
To throw again. Carson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
On 3rd down, Carson over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Carson, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Duke Dawson picks it. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. They go to Elliott again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Let's go! White 90! White 90! Check safety, check safety! Shit!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here we go now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Carson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They call his number again. It's his sixth catch and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. On first down, Carson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Back to the air on second down. Carson, now a desperation throw deep depth, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Duke Dawson picks it. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love to slide.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Pats, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins,